Perfect. All right, so we're going to start from a seated position. So feel free to make your way there. And this class will be a little bit shorter today so that you guys can get started with your Friday morning. So we'll get right into it. So if you're playing that playlist, have that in front of you. And as you get comfortable, start to find a seated position and stack your shoulders over your hips. And start to take some deep breaths in and out. And if you're going to play with music today, go ahead and start that from the first track. And as you sit here, start to take some deep breaths in and out of the nose, closing the eyes. Inhaling to the top of your inhale and pausing at the top. And then exhaling the air all the way out. And continue here, finding this deeper breath this Friday morning. And as you start to connect to your breath, silently acknowledge the trials, the successes of this week to date. Maybe give them a little nod and then set those aside for now. And you can return to those thoughts later. But for the next little bit, give yourself the space to breathe into the spaces in your body that may need a little bit more love today. And as you sit here, scan the body from top to bottom, starting at the crown of the head. And noticing if there are any sensations, any tingling, any warmth, any coolness. And simply acknowledge that and then start to move down the body. Scanning the cheeks, the temples, the lips, the chin. And back of the neck and shoulders. And then chest and abdomen. Merely noting what you feel. And if there isn't any sensation, that's okay. Simply think to yourself, no sensation. And scanning through the hips and the arms, the biceps, the forearms, the fingers. We spend a lot of time noticing what's wrong with our bodies, what doesn't feel good. We take this moment to note places that do feel good, or places that are simply serving you without creating any good or bad sensation. Scanning into the thighs, the hamstrings, the knees, the shins, and then all the way down to the toes. Feeling the places where your body connects with the ground. And keep taking those deep breaths in and the deep breaths out. And maybe start to use this visualization of the breath to control the longer inhales and the exhale. As you inhale, thinking about a cool, pale blue air entering the body. Pausing at the top. And then exhale, maybe you imagine a soft red steam slowly leaving the body. Using this blue air in, red air out. To visualize the extents of the breath. And maybe the places where the breath gets stuck. or where the breath flows easily. And taking these next couple breaths here to acknowledge the sensations in the body and begin to wake ourselves up. And bringing hands to the heart, palms touch at the center, gentle bow of the head. Taking a moment to thank yourself for being here today. As you inhale, sweep the arms overhead, palms touch at the top. And then exhaling the hands down to heart center. Inhaling to sweep the arms up and overhead. And then exhaling the palms down. Maybe continuing to visualize the cool air in and the pale red steam out. Feeling the breath fill up the lungs. On your next exhale, hands come to heart center and then down to the knees. And palms can rest face down on the knees, blinking the eyes open if you haven't done so already. And as you inhale, brighten the chest forward, coming into a seated cat. And then exhale, rounding the spine, curling in, seated cow. Inhale, come forward. Exhale, around the spine. Your next inhale, find a neutral spine. The crown of the head reaches towards the ceiling, slight engagement of the core here. And as you inhale, reach left fingertips towards the sky. And then exhale, start to twist to the right as much as you can before resting left fingers on right knee. And using the hands to deepen this twist just slightly. Inhale, coming back to center. And then exhale, counter twist to the left. Keeping both sit bones firmly attached to the floor. Inhale to come back to center. And then stay for the exhale. Inhale, reach right fingertips towards the sky. And start to twist the spine as far as you can before resting right fingertips on outside of left knee. And breathing into this twist of the spine. Maybe gaze goes over left shoulder. Inhaling to return to neutral. And then exhale, counter twist to the right. Breathe here. Inhale, come back to center. Roll over knees and find yourself in a tabletop position. And start to stack shoulders over wrists, hips over knees, planting the tops of the feet firmly down into the mat. And crown of the head reaches forward here. And maybe taking some gentle curves of the spine, finding cat and cow. Keeping the awareness on the way you place weight in your palms. Maybe rising more weight to the thumb and the first finger sides of the hand. Your next inhale, find a neutral spine. Move the knees wider and sit the hips back, extended child's pose. Belly falls between the knees here. Maybe shifting in the hips from side to side. Hips reach towards the heels, arms, fingers reach away from you. Engaging the biceps, keeping elbows lifted off the ground. Then inhale, shift forward back to tabletop, restacking shoulders over wrists. And then inhale, reach right fingertips forward, left heel goes back. Keep the engagement of the core here. Using the left glute to bring the leg higher. Toes point towards the ground. Inhale, reach the fingertips away from you, heel away. Exhale, crunch it in, elbow to knee. Inhale, reach away. Exhale, crunch. Inhale to reach. And exhale to crunch. Inhale, reach away from you again. And this time on an exhale, sweep the hand to the side, foot to the side. Inhale, bring them back to center. Exhale, sweep to the side. Continue here, 3 more. It is this cross-body connection that starts to wake up our brains in the morning. When you've done 3, inhale the arm back out, leg back out. And then exhale, swing them to the side 1 more time. Left foot finds the ground. Inhaling to walk the fingertips back in towards you and root down through the outer edge of the left foot, finding yourself on 1 knee and 1 foot. And then inhale, reach the right fingertips up. Exhale, start to bend over to the left. Left fingertips walk down the leg. And breathing into this space. Inhale, coming back to center, bending knees, folding forward, coming back to a tabletop position. Inhale, broaden chest forward, cat pose. Exhale, cow. Inhaling to a neutral spine, left fingertips reach forward, right heel reaches back. Reach the fingertips away, find the stability in the core. Exhale, crunch it in. Inhale, reach. Exhale, crunch. Inhale, reach. Exhale, crunch. Inhale to lengthen away from you. This time, exhale to sweep arm, leg out to the side. Inhale to reach. Exhale, sweep. Inhale, reach. Do 2 more here. Firing up the part of our brain that connects these cross-body movements. Next time you inhale, hand reaches forward, heel reaches back. Exhale, sweep them to the side, and then right foot finds the ground. Inhale, walk the hands in, and reach left fingertips towards the sky. And then exhale to fold over to the right, gate pose. Finding that stretch through the left side body. And then inhaling the hand back towards the sky. Exhaling, folding forward, bending knee. Finding tabletop again. Inhale, broaden chest forward, cat pose. Exhale to cow. Inhale, find a neutral spine here, sitting the hips back, coming back into this extended child's pose. Rolling forehead on the ground. Maybe tenting the fingertips so that the palms leave the ground, finding some engagement in the fingers. And then inhale, shift forward, tuck the toes, and push the hips up and back, downward facing dog. And keeping a generous bend in the knees here at first, maybe taking a minute to walk out the feet. Maybe rolling both feet to one side or the other. And then when you've taken some movement here, taking a couple breaths to find some stillness. Recentering back on the breath. Maybe visualizing the cool, pale blue air inhaling through the nose. And exhaling, red steam leaves the mouth. Breathe here, continue. Root down to the thumb and the first finger side of your hand. And push the weight back into the feet, elongating the spine. And then bend the knees a lot. Inhale, look between the hands. Bottom of the exhale, step forward, feet meet the hands. And keeping the knees bent, inhale, roll up one vertebrae at a time. And crown of the head rolls up last. And then palms face forward. And shoulders stack above hips, hips above ankles here. Slight engagement of the core, broaden the collarbones forward. And then maybe closing the eyes, crown of the head reaches towards the sky. Taking a couple deep breaths here. Finding some strength and some stability here in our mountain pose, Tadasana. And blinking the eyes back open, bend the knees, inhale, sweep the arms overhead, palms touch at the top, slight back bend. Exhale, spill forward, hands come to the floor. Inhale, come up halfway. Exhale, fold, planting the palms, stepping the feet back, high plank. And find the same engagement of the core as we did when we extended the arms and legs away from us. And direct the tailbone towards the heels, heels push away from you. And crown of the head reaches forward. And breathe. Inhale, shift forward and dropping to knees if need be, and lowering for 3, 2, 1, all the way to the ground. And then inhale, peel the chest off the ground, low cobra, little to no weight in the hands. Exhale, plant the palms, tuck the toes, and push the hips back. Downward facing dog. Inhale, sweep left leg towards the sky, toes still face the ground. Exhale, crunch knee into nose. Inhale, reach the leg. Exhale, left knee, left elbow, crunch it in. Inhale, reach left leg towards the sky. Exhale, left knee, right elbow. Inhale to reach. Exhale, as slowly as possible, step the foot in between the hands. And finding heel to heel or heel to arch alignment of the foot, right heel reaches for the ground. And pivoting onto the flat part of the foot, inhaling, cartwheel the arms up and open. And finding warrior 2 here. And we'll be here for a couple breaths, finding our strength and our alignment, and tracking left knee over second and third toes, and centering the weight through the heel of the left foot and the outer edge of the right. And then rolling left glute under, but engaging the right leg. Find strength in both legs. And reach the arms away from you. Gaze directs over third finger of the left hand. Breathe here. Even in these moments, can you find the cool blue air in, warm red air out? Inhale, sweep arm overhead, reverse the warrior. Exhale, cartwheel hands down to the mat. Step the foot back, downward facing dog. Breathe here. Inhale, sweep right leg towards the sky, toes face the ground. Exhale, knee to nose, crunch it in. Inhale, sweeps the leg. Exhale, right knee, right elbow. Inhale, sweeps the leg. Exhale, right knee, left elbow across the body. Inhale, sweep. Exhale as slowly as you can. Step the foot in between the hands. Pivot left heel towards the ground. Find heel to heel or heel to arch alignment of the feet. And then inhale, cartwheel the arms up and open. And root down through the heel of the right foot, the outer edge of the left. And roll right glute under here, but engage the back leg. Reach arms away from you. And then drop the shoulder blades down the back. Let go of any tension that isn't serving you. Maybe flip the palms face up. Feel how that changes the engagement in the muscles in the shoulders. And then flip the palms back over. Keep that engagement. Inhale, flip the palm, reverse the warrior. Exhale, cartwheel hands down to the mat. Step back, downward facing dog. Bend knees, inhale, look between the hands, bottom of the exhale, step or float forward, top of the mat. Inhale, come up halfway. Exhale to fold. Relax head, neck, shoulders. Maybe shake the head yes. Shake the head no. Then yes again. Bend knees, inhale, sweep arms up and overhead. Exhale the hands to heart center. Inhale, sweeps the arms up and over. Exhale, sit the hips back, chair pose. Directing tailbone towards the ground, reaching fingertips away, palms face each other. Little to no weight in the toes, maybe pick them up, spread them, and place them back down. Keep breathing. Exhale, hands come to heart, fold forward. Inhale, come up halfway, crown of the head reaches forward. Exhale, fold, planting palms and stepping back to high plank or hopping to chaturanga, bent elbows. Lowering down, inhale, come up, back bend. Exhale, tuck toes, push hips back. Downward facing dog. Maybe walk out the feet here again, finding a little movement. And then relaxing into stillness for one breath. Inhale, sweeps the right leg towards the sky. Exhale, steps the foot in between the hands. Keeping heel lifted this time. Inhale, come up, high crescent. Engage the core here, palms face each other. Relax the shoulders. Stay. Exhale, bend the back knee, drop it down. Inhale to lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale to lift. Exhale to lower. Inhale, find high crescent again. And then maybe taking the back foot in just a couple steps. Inhale to bring left foot up and through. Find staff pose. And from here, leveling the hips. Keeping knee bent at a 90-degree angle. Keeping arms reaching out or finding them on your hips. And maybe you stay here. Or maybe you start to reach your first 2 fingers for left toe. And keeping the chest lifted, maybe you start to extend the foot. If this is too much, just stay with knee bent. Find the engagement of the foot into the ground, level the hips. Breathe. Next inhale, maybe sweeps the leg to the side. Keep breathing. Inhale brings you back to center. Let go of the foot. Stay here. And then exhale, step the foot back, coming back towards a high lunge. Inhale, reach forward. Exhale, twist, bring left elbow, right knee. Connect the palms. Maybe use the connection of the palms to bring you farther into the twist. Engage the left leg. Inhale brings you back up. Exhale, hands to the mat. Step the foot back. Downward facing dog. Take a breath here. Inhale, sweeps right leg towards the sky. Exhale, right foot in between the hands. Keep left heel lifted. Inhale to sweep, arms up, high crescent. Breathe. Relax the shoulders. Exhale, lower back knee. Inhale to lift. Exhale to lower. Inhale to lift. Exhale to lower. Inhale, lift. Stay here. Maybe walking back foot in just a little. And then tipping all weight into right foot, bringing left knee up. Stay here. And then exhale, foot down to the mat. Shake it out. Hands come to hips. Inhale, reach right foot up. Come into staff on this side. Exhale, step the foot back. High crescent. Reach the fingertips towards the sky. Stay for the inhale. Exhale, lower back knee. Inhale to lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale to lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale to lift. Stay here, maybe walk back foot in. Tipping all weight into left foot. Inhale, bring right knee up. Stay here. Leveling the hips. And maybe you stay right here. Maybe you start to reach the first 2 fingers for right toe. And on an inhale, keeping the chest lifted, start to extend the leg. And breathe. Maybe on a next inhale, sweeping right leg out to the side. Maybe you stay with knee bent. Inhale brings you back to center. Relax the hand. Stay for a breath. And then exhale, move the leg back, coming into high crescent, left side. Breathe. Inhale, reach forward. Exhale, hands come to heart center, twist to the left. Right knee finds left elbow. Breathe. Using the connection of the palms to twist chest up and to the side. Inhale brings you back up. Exhale, bend back leg. Inhale, lift. Exhale, bend. Inhale, lift. Exhale, bend. Inhale, lift. Stay for one breath. And then exhale, hands down to the mat. Step the foot back. Downward facing dog. Stay here. Inhale, look between the hands, bend the knees. Bottom of the exhale, step or float forward. Top of the mat. Inhale, come up halfway. Exhale to fold. Relaxing head, neck, shoulders. Bend knees, inhale, sweep arms overhead. Exhale, hands to heart center, Samastiti. Bend knees, inhale, sweep arms overhead. Exhale, spill forward, hands come to the mat. Inhale, come up halfway. And exhale to fold, planting hands, moving through your vinyasa, dropping to knees if need be. And pushing the hips back, downward facing dog. Inhale, sweeps left leg towards the sky. Exhale, step the foot in between the hands. Pivoting back, heel towards the mat. Inhale, cartwheel the arms up, warrior two. Stay here. Inhale, shift forward as far as you can before connecting left elbow, left knee, and reaching right fingertips up and over. And maybe you circle right hand behind, finding a half bind with the hand. Right hand connects with inner side of left thigh. Anchor the weight through the left heel. Maybe from here you keep the bind. If this is too much, you put hand on hip or reach hand up and over. Wherever you're at, start to bring more weight into the left foot, reaching left fingertips for outer side of left foot. And you bring yourself up into half moon, reaching right heel away from you. Maybe you keep the bind. Maybe you reach right fingertips towards the sky, opening up. Wherever you're at, bring hand back to hip. Step back as slowly as you can, warrior two. Inhale, straighten left knee, turn left toes towards long edge of the mat. Exhale, hands come to hips. Inhale, broaden chest forward, spill forward. Wide leg forward fold, Prasarita Padottanasana. Inhale, come up. Exhale, fold. Bending knees, using the core to bring you back towards standing. Turning left toes towards front of the mat, bend the knee. And then exhale, cartwheel hands down to the mat. Step the foot back. Down dog. Inhale, reach right leg towards the sky. Exhale, step the foot in between the hands. Pivot left heel towards the mat. Inhale, cartwheel arms up and open. Warrior two. Find the alignment here. Stay for a breath. Inhale, reach forward as far as you can before resting. Right elbow, right knee. Left arm comes up and over. And maybe left arm reaches around to grab for inner side of right thigh. Keep right knee tracking over second and third toes. Maybe you release the bind, or maybe you keep it. And you start to look towards right toes, reaching right fingers for outside of right foot, and tipping forward, coming up into half moon. Breathe here. And then exhale as slowly as you came up. Step the foot back, warrior two. Exhale, cartwheel, hands to the ground, step back, down dog. Stay for a breath. Inhale, sweep the left leg back. Exhale, left knee, left elbow. Moving towards pigeon, untucking right toes. Maybe coming to fingertips, broadening the chest forward. And then exhaling to fold over. Coming down towards the ground. Inhale, start to walk the fingertips back underneath you. Planting palms, tucking back toes. Stepping the foot back, downward facing dog. Inhale, sweep the right leg towards the sky. Exhale, right knee, right wrist. Untuck back toes. If this is uncomfortable for you, you can always tip off to the side and find deer pose. Otherwise, stay in downward facing dog or find child's pose. Inhale to broaden chest forward, and then come down. Taking a breath here. Inhale, bringing yourself back up towards palms, tucking back toes, and pushing hips back, downward facing dog. Take a deep inhale here, and a deep exhale. Inhale through the nose, exhale through the mouth. Let it go. Bend knees, inhale, look between the hands, step or float forward. Inhale, come up halfway, and exhale to fold. Bend knees, inhale, sweep arms overhead. And exhale, hands to heart center. Bringing knees, hips width distance apart here. Inhale, sweep the arms overhead, palms face each other. And then exhale, sit the hips back, chair pose. Find some strength, breathe. Blue, cool air in, red, warm air out. And then as slowly as you can, dropping hips towards the ground and finding yourself in a seated position. Resting feet down on the mat. Take a breath. And then letting knees fall to the side, connecting soles of the feet, and moving them as close or as far away from you as comfortable. Prioritizing the length in the spine here. And inhaling to broaden the chest forward. And then exhale, walk the feet out. If there's any tightness in the knees here, you can find wide-legged forward fold as well. And stretching into the groin this way. Take 2 more breaths. Finding yourself in Baddha Konasana, bound angle pose. Inhale, come up, walk hands towards you. Use the hands to close the knees. And then slowly, one vertebrae at a time, lower yourself down towards the mat. And keep soles of the feet on the ground and fingertips graze the back of the heels. And find the alignment of the legs, knees tracking forward. And then inhale to lift the hips, bridge pose. Maybe scooching shoulder blades underneath and finding an interlace of the fingers under the sacrum. And keep the strength in the glutes. Can you lift just a little bit higher? And then exhale, release the hands, lower down one vertebrae at a time. Maybe find hand to chest and hand to belly here. Feeling the breath start to slow. And breathe. And then hugging both knees in towards the chest, Apanasana. And rolling from side to side, massaging out the back. And then bringing knees to a 90-degree angle, bringing arms out in a T or a goalpost. Maybe scooching hips a little bit to the left. And then exhaling, letting knees fall down to the right. Finding yourself in this lying twist. Keep left shoulder connected with the ground. Inhale to bring the knees back towards center, scooching hips over to the right. And then exhale, letting the knees fall to the left. And breathing into the space in the spine. Next inhale, use the core to bring the knees back up. Hugging knees back in towards chest. Give yourself a big full body squeeze. And then bending knees, reaching soles of the feet towards the sky, reaching for outer edges of the feet. Maybe shifting from side to side. And then whenever you're ready, releasing the feet, and reaching legs out long on the mat. Letting feet splay open, relaxing legs, maybe moving shoulder blades slightly underneath you. And feeling yourself relax completely down into the mat. Providing your body a reset to begin the rest of your day. We'll be here for just a couple minutes before I bring you out. And bringing some movement back into fingers, wiggling toes. Maybe shaking the legs from side to side. And whenever you're ready, rolling to your favorite side, resting a head on a bicep, and curling knees in towards chest. And then using the top hand to bring you back up towards an easy seated position. And as we focus today on this breath, it is the breath that allows us to slow down. So I'll read Walk Slowly by Dana Fall. It only takes a reminder to breathe, a moment to be still, and just like that, something in you settles, softens, makes space for imperfection. The harsh voice of judgment drops to a whisper, and you remember again that life isn't a relay race, that waking up to life is what we were born for. As many times as you forget, catch yourself charging forward, that many times you can make the choice to stop, to breathe, to be, and to walk slowly into the mystery. Bring hands to heart center, bow head gently. The light, the teacher in me respects, acknowledges, and admires the light, the love, and the teacher in you. Namaste. Thanks, guys, so much for being here early Friday morning. Hopefully this gives you guys a little kickstart to your day. Have a good one. Drink lots of water, and I'll hopefully see both of you pretty soon.